welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 400. Yes, we have hit 400 Saturday videos. So how exciting. We also have gotten almost 20 subscribers in the last week and a half, which, yay, that's great. So if you haven't already, please click that little red subscribe button down below. And if you click the bell-shaped icon next to it, then click all. That will let you know anytime I post a video. So those of you who have been subscribers, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it means a lot to me. And if you give me a thumbs up on this video, that would be appreciated as well. As you can see, I have a finished object. I finished the Pearls du Nord sweater. I will stick a little insert in here so you can see a full version of it. So I'm real happy with how it turned out, with the exception, I need to make my sleeves longer. So I will be taking the ribbing out here. I don't know how well it's going to show up there. You can see it. I will be extending it another couple of inches. Looks like I could do almost another 4 inches here. And I do have the yarn for it. I tried it on and tried measuring my sleeves, and I thought I had it right. But once I actually put it on, and I literally just finished it before filming the video. So yeah, that's the only thing I'll need to change, unless I were to make it left as a 3/4 length sweater, which also would work. But I think I would rather have it come all the way down. So yeah, this is the Pearls du Nord. It's a drop design pattern. It is free, and I'm very happy with how it fits this time. And I did redo the ribbing as well, because before I had showed you the ribbing a few weeks ago, and it was curling up a lot, and the pattern was written in a weird way as far as the ribbing compared to how I've done it. It had you actually increasing stitches, like almost 60 stitches, and then going down to a smaller size needle, which kind of was counterproductive to going down to the smaller size needle. You usually go down to the smaller size to keep it from rolling, but I've never increased stitches before I did that. So I actually ripped out the ribbing that I had done, ripped out the extra stitches, and then put it back on the needles, and just did it the way I'm used to doing it, which is just by going to the smaller needles and doing the ribbing from there. So that is my finished object. Now my work in progress is the marine sweater. This is from Expression Fiber Arts, and I am loving this sweater. I can hardly wait to wear it. I was hoping to get the sleeves completely done this week, but I did not. I did get the button band done and part of a sleeve, but I got the buttons on it. It is so adorable. Look how cute this is. And why does one button look like it's down further than the other? It's not. I measured them. But yeah, I just put buttons part way down. I left the bottom open here. And I made my button band fairly wide. You can see it along, let's see if I can hold it up. You can see it's fairly wide. It runs from here to here. And I did that because I wanted something a little bit more stable for the buttons. And I also wanted, I needed a little more width in the bust area. So yeah, I did that, and I also extended that button band around on the collar as well. And the button band is just single crochet. So the sleeves, this one I haven't touched. It's like, if you were going to make this into a short sleeved sweater, which would be really cute, this is where you would stop. But I've been working, oh no, I take it back. This is where you would stop. This is the one I have been working on. I've only gotten about 4 or 5 rows on it so far. So yeah, and I am gradually decreasing as I go because I don't like flappy sleeves. And theirs aren't flappy sleeves in the picture either. So I am decreasing as I go along. But doesn't it look perfect with the buttons on it? like I said, this is the yarn I have wanted. There's the live edge here on the buttons. I have wanted to use this yarn for those buttons for a couple of years. I just couldn't find a pattern that I really liked with the amount of yarn that I had. But ta-da! So yeah, I will be working on that. I've still got another, I think 2 skeins after this, so I should have plenty of yarn. So I'm hoping to get that done this week for next week. And so what is my next project going to be? I'm not sure. I have this skein of yarn that I bought last fall when we went to Maine. I got this from Mother of Pearl. It is by Knitted Wit. There you can see Knitted Wit, and it is sock weight. It's an 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, so it would work for socks, but this was $32.50 for this skein of yarn. It's not going on my feet. The color is called National Parks Sock, and it is Mount Rainier is the color, and I really like it. I actually have a sweater that I made out of hedgehog fibers that is this color, that this would add some pop of color, but it's got such a wide variety of colors in here. It's like going to go with pretty much anything I wear. And I do wear a lot of gray, and here's a lot of gray and black in here, so I think it'll dress up a lot of things. So I'm thinking it's either going to be a cowl or some kind of neck thing, like maybe a shawlette, you know, that you kind of wrap kerchief style around. It's going to be one of those. I'm just not sure which yet. So I'm going to be looking for a pattern this week. But this is my next knitted project. My next crochet project I haven't decided on yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's going to be my next knitted project. So that's what I've been working on this week. What have you been working on? So if you missed yesterday's video, you can click the link right here and that will take you over to it. It was a kind of experiment. I have never done it before, and that was just to do a week-long vlog of different events that were going on. I didn't show in too much detail, like when we went out to Ohio. I don't show my family on YouTube, like their faces or anything. Yeah, just for their own privacy, and since it's, you know, my grandchildren, just for their own safety, I don't put them on social media. So I didn't show you too much with that, and I didn't go into too much graphic detail with my colonoscopy or endoscopy. Needless to say, they were both fine, but yeah, I didn't go into either of the details there, because there's some things you just don't need to know or don't want to know. So, but if you missed that video and you want to check it out, you can. This Friday's video is going to be the camp fair, or the craft fair that Kim and I are doing. It's actually a fall fest, not a camp, or yeah, I'm getting it all tangled up. It's at a place called Camp Ader, which is outside of Fairfield, Pennsylvania. and it is their fall fest. So they have like a pork and turkey dinner that people can come in and buy. They have apple butter. A lot of times I think Kim and her husband actually work with helping with the apple butter and stuff, but they have apple butter. They have a silent auction. They have Christian music that's playing. They have craft vendors, and this year they are adding some colonial craft like artisans that are going to be showing how to do things. Like last year they had a blacksmith. This year I'm not sure what they're going to have, but they're going to have some other different demonstrations of colonial stuff, skills, I guess, colonial skills demonstration. So I am going to film some of that, and that is going to be Friday's video. So as you're watching this today, Kim and I are actually at that fair, or Fall Fest, and it's a beautiful place, and we always hopefully get the same spot because it's right down by the creek and it's right over by the footbridge, and it's just a really pretty setting. So and the weather's supposed to be good, thank goodness, because it seems like so many times we go there and it's windy or raining. There was one video we filmed when we were there. We were talking and I was trying to video it, and you could not even hear what we were saying because it was raining so hard underneath our, and we were underneath a tent. So yeah, that is what Friday's video is going to be. So now it's time for, now in our Come and Get It section this week, we have, let me get my cheat sheet out here. Lion Brand is offering 30% off of their yarn and kits. So that is Lion Brand. And all of the links to the sales are down below in the description box. Just click the bold word more. They're all listed alphabetically. And if there's a code involved, a coupon code, I put that down there too, so you don't have to try to remember it. So Knit Picks is having 25% off of all their 100% wool yarn. So yeah, if you like Knit Picks palette, I'm thinking is probably included. I love Knit Picks palette because it comes in so many colors and it's cheap. And when I say cheap, it's cheap in price, but it is a nice workhorse yarn. I've made a lot of things out of it. Yeah, it's a good buy. So anyway, it's 25% off of all of their yarns that are 100% wool. Mary Maxim is having up to 60% off of their yarns. So you just go over there and click. It's like not in their clearance section or anything. They've just automatically marked it down. You don't have to do any coupon codes or anything. So that is Mary Maxim, and Mary Maxim sometimes has Lion Brand yarns that are cheaper than buying them through Lion Brand. So does Annie's. Just a little heads up on that. I've seen it all back and forth there. So next is Annie's for a, let's see, 60% off of select physical items. So in other words, like yarn, like a pattern book, physical things that have to be mailed to you. You can get 60% off, and you do need to use a coupon code 60 off to get that. And then in their clearance section, you can get, and their clearance section is really pretty good sometimes, but you can get an extra 35% off of the clearance items with the coupon code CLEAR35. So that's a really good deal. Jimmy Bean's wools. I don't talk about them all that often because they are they don't run as many sales, and they tend to sell more expensive luxury yarns. But they are offering right now 40% off of mystery skeins that are one of a kind. In other words, they're probably odd dye lots and things where no two skeins are the same, so they're one of a kind, and it's a mystery skein, so you don't necessarily know what you're getting. But they are one of a kind yarns. It's 40% off, so they're marked down pretty good, and they are all Cascade yarns that are these one of a kind skeins. They have the Cascade Cotton, Cascade Aran, Cascade Heritage, which I have used before, and the Cascade Superwash Sport yarn. So if you're looking for like something for a one skein wonder, this might be your deal. So anyway, that is Jimmy Bean's wools. And then Lovecrafts, in their clearance section, it is up to 50% off of the original price. It's already been marked down, so you don't have to do anything. And then they're also offering up to 40% off, or the clearance stuff, it's up to 50% off of the clearance yarns, and up to 40% off of select brands that are not in the clearance section. So Lovecrafts runs some pretty good sales too on some yarns. They also have patterns and things over there too. Most of these places also offer free patterns, so it's always worth checking out the site just to see what's over there. Knitpicks, like for instance, right now is doing the 12 weeks of giving leading up to Christmas. Each week they release a new pattern for free. This particular week it is a pair of knitted leggings. So yeah, each week it's a different free pattern that you can check out. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and check in on Friday to see the Fall Fest that we are at, and the leaves should be changing, so it should be pretty scenery as well. So I will see you again on Friday. Bye everybody.